Good morning. About 20 after 9, 21st of June, 2019. Happy summer. Today evidently becomes the first day of summer, and certainly in Connecticut here, welcome a chance to see some sunshine again. Haven't seen it in quite a while since we've been back here about a week. My goodness. Anyways, E for eminywizard.com and marketwizards.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. We've been trying to teach this methodology for a while to people that would like to learn from us. And in truth, there are no secrets in the business. There's a lot of hard work, and there's a lot of focus, and there's a lot of adaptation as the market changes. But some things don't change, and that's, of course, human nature. Markets will change and styles will change, but you really do need to be a hard worker in this business. Most people think it's just easy to push a button and that's that, but we all know it's harder than that. The emotional control and the discipline and the capital and the self-doubt and the worry, all of that's got to be put in the back recesses of your mind, and you've got to trade with some confidence that you have a system that over time will give you an edge. And that's what I'd like to think we do with our system. Anyways, a reminder, use risk capital you can afford to lose. And let's get on to the markets and take a peek. I have suggested overnight that there is a magnet, and that magnet is at 54.25. And so far, that's proven to be true. We still seem to be magnetized to that. I suggested that time and price said, make sure you are paid if you are short. And this is what I was reading, these series of lower highs and lower lows, but still coming into our support zone near 50 for now. And anybody that has traded this last range from 48 to 60 and has made this comeback, certainly you want to get paid ahead of news. And that's the point of this call right here. Towards the middle of the overnight range and obviously towards the gap. So we've got a 61. I'd suggest make sure you are done by 51s. And for now, we've got range type trading. Note that yesterday's middle, we've held overnight. And I suggested that would be our aggressive support at 48. So the purpose of that chart was just looking over here saying, okay, until we bust that, I guess that's our support. And then the next level down below that, I believe will be that 45 to 42 region. So for now, that's what we've got, and we've got to play it, and we've got OpEx and witches and everything else. So I'm suggesting hit and run because it certainly is unclear what the boys' intention is. So small hit and run trading is advised. 10-minute chart has been what I've been looking at. I suggested that our primary chart is the 15, but for now it looks like this is the best one to look at. So and that tells me that you got to beat this 48. That's one of the reasons why I like this chart for now, and then so be it. If we do, we do. I'm going to take a look at the 15. And we can see we've got the support down here theoretically at the 42 area. That makes sense. Okay, so if we come through and start to retest yesterday's low zone, we know we're inside this range. So that's our next area of support if we break lower. 30-minute chart. And again, these are guides. It tells us how far away we are. All the way back here at 28 is par. Okay, and we can see just how this took off. Rocket ship extension, and now we're in the consolidation phase. So I'm not reading anything more than we've got to bust that range before anything else happens. Okay, and that range I'm referring to is this low at 35, 36, that breakout, and obviously the highs. I'll take one look at the 60, and you can see just how good this was yesterday. We banged into the 60-minute. We still have not, and this shows us how far, we are above par on this. We're all the way back here at the 05s. So for now, all we know is that the 60-minute chart has been in play, and this is typical. You're going to get it something like a 5-minute chart, a 60-minute chart, and a daily chart. Those are three of the basics that we try to teach. And then obviously for day traders, you're going to look inside that. We've got news today at 9:45 and news at 10 o'clock. So we're going to have to play around that. Anybody is playing for the half gap trade and the gap trade, 60 back is right here at the 55s. Make sure you are paid coming into the open. If you've taken a scalp long, you want to make sure you get something out of that profit-taking swing. That's a profit-taking swing from anybody who had shorted overnight. So all we know. We don't know anything more than smart shorts recovering. That's sequence trading. Here's our weekly. We're still inside this yellow circle. We've held the top. We have not even attempted overnight to get down below this level at this 45 to 46. This is kind of a hidden support for now until we bust that. That's on the weekly basis. And then on the monthly basis, we know that we couldn't ask for this chart to be any better yesterday, where we held the double top. And then on the pushback, we held the 7/8 level. Absolutely perfect example of a chart doing its job. But today I want to be conservative. If you've had a good week, why wouldn't you be? Today is get her done and get out of the way and go play. 48.25 angel, 57.75 is the demon. Range is very small overnight, so quite easily could bust both sides today. Keep that in mind, especially with news events and OPEX, obviously. Open is coming up. Take one more look at this chart. You can see where we have this double top. We've got what looks like trying a third time through. If we do, I still think that will be whack-a-mole. Sometimes you'll get two of these fairly close to each other, and then you'll still get some more backing and filling before you really get the third time through. So anything goes with rollover. I still expect to see some backing and filling. That will probably come next week. So I don't want to be so gung-ho long side that I don't think both directions. And we can see we've got the range. So 68 still a potential target, has resistance. 65.25 still the double top zone. And all we know right now is range type trading. Those of you who are conservative, you may want to think very small probes in the first half hour with news. You're going to want to work around news, 9:45 and 10 o'clock. And some days there's just a lot more to say than others. I think today the most important thing is to think small. If you sense traders are trapped, then you want to join on the winning team. But I think we've got a two-way day. So this is a 15. I'll put it back down to 5. But yesterday, this 15-minute chart, a real beauty. And we can see we still have some rising moving averages. And you can see the basis for me thinking that this 43 to 44 area may be supportive. Normal chart is the 5. Short side has to get it under the blue line and keep it coming. And this is our base chart. 54 1/4 is the magnet. So think about that today. And anybody initiating trades, that's really your middle. That's your threshold. So realistically, we have opened in the middle of that that last swing, 51s and 61s. Conservative traders, you want to think about news coming and make sure you don't get in over your head too soon. Very, very choppy open I'm expecting right now until we get some news. And the overnight range. Looks like that.